So here's my little fix, my DIY adapter. Yeah, just bought a male to female 3.5-inch jack cord, so I can just use any old headphones on there now. And yeah, I've just zip tied it in here. The one at the back there is just so I can press hard on that front bit and not worry about pushing it through there. And yeah, I've got it pointing forward so that when I put the detector down behind me and I'm using the coil to search targets with my hand, that it won't be sort of bending and yanking on the headphone cord. So that was the idea behind that. Taped it down like that. It's a bit ugly, but you can't see it when that's up, and it just stops that cord sort of getting yanked on around there. So yeah, not a bad little fix there. Total cost $6.95 for that cord. You could probably get one cheaper if you bought one online and waited for it, but I wanted one on the day, so I went down to J-Car and got one. And yeah, it's just going to use bought some other headphones for just $35 for the meantime. I'll probably get some better ones in the future, but this is just so I can use it quickly. So yeah, not a bad little DIY adapter at all. Greetings, folks. Well, we're out here detecting again today. I've come up Castlemaine way sort of again today. Don't plan on doing too much filming. I'll pretty much just film if I get any targets or any gold or whatever. But we've got a nice little target down here. It's pretty faint, but it's a distinct target, so I'll pop you up on the tripod and we can have a look at this this target. All right, let's fingers crossed. Okie doke, folks, we're on. Check out that little bit of gold I just got. You gonna focus? Where are we gonna put it? There we have it. So that's the size over there. I'd estimate about 0.1 gram, 0.07. So not a little bad one there. It was just in this little spot just here, and it was fully encased in like a bunch of this stuff. So you know, that was actually the chunk that it was in. Pulled that out, pulled out a little chunk like this, kept breaking bits off it, and we got further down and found a little bit of gold. So yeah, not too bad at all. I am here detecting with a friend today, and he's got 2 pieces, and that was my first one, and I was getting a bit worried because we were a couple of hours in. So oh well, absolute ripper, absolute ripper. Still plenty of hours left in the day, so I reckon we might be able to get ourselves another one. Alright, see you soon, hopefully with more gold. Everyone, I've finally done it! 2 bits of gold in one day! I know, can you believe it? Have a look at this little guy. So I found it... Oh no. Oh no. I've just lost that bit of gold. Alright, give me 5 minutes. I need to get the detector out again. I tripped on the detector and... give me a couple of minutes. Alright, I just found it. Just there. What a fucking idiot. Because it wasn't a bloody big one either. Check it out. So there's... gold bit number 2. That's an absolutely puny one. But, second gold for the day. Absolutely stoked. So yeah, I don't know if I mentioned either, but I'm just digging through this area here. This is a whole bunch of shallow diggings. So I read what you all were laying down last week and you said, don't go to the high diggings. I was an idiot. I sort of misunderstood what you all were saying previous occasions. So thank you all for the tips. And you've put me onto a low area and I'm absolutely tearing it up. My best day detecting ever. Can you believe it, folks? I've bloody well just gone and got another one. So that last one I got was just, I don't know, just there. And about 3 feet from it over to the right here, just underneath the coil head, we got another one. So this one's a little bit bigger this time, and I didn't bloody manage to lose it, which was good. Try to get out of the sun so you can have a look at this. Don't fall. Yeah, not a bad little guy. probably middle size between the first one I found and this last one. So that's 3 bits of gold for today, 2 within 10 minutes and 2 within a couple of feet of each other. Yeah, I'm pretty freaking happy about right now, tell you what. Just having a bit of a break at the moment. Having a ciggy, because yes, I'm a dirty smoker. But yeah, so some slightly different, we've moved up just a little bit here. And there's some slightly different diggins, some more sort of trenching. There's still shallow workings, because we're coming down this sort of gully here. But there's also these shafts that are going down. It's interesting, it sort of goes off on a bit of an angle. Not straight down, but yeah, can't see any quartz in the walls or anything, but maybe they were just chasing deep leads, because yeah, they've got all these pits all over the place. But yeah, no more gold yet, so I've been at it about 3.5 hours, and 3 bits of gold. Pretty damn good day if you ask me, but plenty more hours left, so I reckon we might get a little something extra. These are the shitty headphones I bought as well, just 35 bucks to use for the time being. I'll probably upgrade eventually, but that'll just do for the time being. Guess what, everyone? Yes, I'm on again. Yes, I'm on again. Number 4 for the day, and this is one of the better ones. If I get out of the sun. Focus, focus, focus. There we go. So yeah, not a bad one this time at all. It's a really rough looking one. I'll give you all a much closer look at all the gold once I get home, but yeah, that one's a really roughy, real roughy. Maybe 0.1 of a gram, 0.15. Yeah. So that's piece number 4, and that was in honestly not the most gold bearing looking ground. It was just in this top layer of really loose sort of brown stuff. Generally not where I find the gold, so yeah, quite interesting, but very happy boy here, tell you what. Alright folks, well, I've come out of the bush, come back to the sort of near where we parked the cars, and I'm just going to have a bit of a detect over sort of the area closer to where we first started, where I picked up most of my gold for today. Yeah, nothing for the last couple of hours. It's been a bit of a dud, but you know, it's to be expected. When I get 4 within like a couple of hours, you cannot be unhappy with that. So yeah, I've got about another hour left before I head home, I think. So, well, maybe a bit longer. It's going to be hard to leave this spot, but yeah, about another hour to go. So yeah, I'm just going to have a swing around here. My mate's got some absolute ripper bits. Like, I've got 4 for the day. I think he's got maybe 6 or 7. He's swinging a 4500. I've got the SDC2300, but his bits are good. He must have a couple that are approaching a gram, I reckon. I'll show you those towards the end of the day, because they're absolute rippers. Fingers crossed I can get one of my own. Well, bad news folks. I don't know what the hell's going on, but my detector won't turn on. When I decided to come up to this place, it was working fine. I just turned it off by the knob, headed up this way, stopped by my mate, had a bit of a chat, came here, went to turn it on, it wouldn't turn on, and I thought, oh, maybe the batteries are run out, maybe I left it on or something. Ran back to the car, got the spare batteries, popped them in, and nothing. So my detector's fucked for some reason. I don't know what's going on, so, well, looks like that's the end of this trip. You know, pretty shitty end to a trip, but it could be a very shitty end to a trip depending what's going on with it. I mean, if it's fucked, then that's really fucked. But hopefully it's just a small little blip or whatever. So yeah, I may as well just say thank you for joining me. I'll probably just say bye now, and then at the end of the video I'll stick up some close-ups of the gold and all that, mine and me mates, so you can have a quick look. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this awesome freaking day out, my best day detecting ever. I think that deserves a like, doesn't it? If any of my videos deserve a like, this is the one. Alright, well, till next time, keep digging.